My name is Tory. I'm 35 and I live and work in Belfast. I first became aware of the Belfast Recovery College when I started working for the Trust as a peer support worker in 2015. A peer educator is somebody who uses their own lived experience of recovery to facilitate recovery focus groups. And those can be things from living with bipolar or psychosis or schizophrenia to other things like managing money. The courses are really varied, but they're all recovery focused courses. Recovery to me, I suppose, is finding a meaningful life for yourself with or without ongoing symptoms of mental ill health or mental health challenges. It's a big word and it'll mean different things to different people, so it's individual to the person. And I suppose part of the ethos of the college is helping support people to find out what recovery means to them and also what they want their recovery journey to look like. I think traditionally our health service, the dynamic has been expert and patient. Within the college, the ethos naturally addresses that imbalance of power, essentially. Because when people come into the college as students, they have expertise. That's the empowering part of the college, is that it recognises and values lived experience as much as learned experience. The value is in both, and I suppose for the peers, the students coming in, it's extremely empowering to realise that your lived experience is as valuable as the learnt experience. Traditionally, services have been risk averse. It's been about protecting people from the day-to-day risks that we all need to take. I mean, life is risk. And a positive risk for me is sitting here talking to you, Positive risk, I think it's the chance to make change, really, and the college supports that, because somebody coming for their first course, that's a positive risk, because it might not work. Whenever they're coming to the courses, they're thinking, will this work? What will the benefit be? That's a positive risk in itself, and it's something that I would really promote in my work. So the ethos of the college, hope, control and opportunity. What makes the Belfast Recovery College different is that they're not just words, they're lived out practically. That's everything from valuing the lived and learned experience to really recognising the potential of people. That's innately hopeful. In terms of control, you meet a student for the first time, you recognise that they're an expert in themselves and you're actually there to learn from them as much as they're there to learn from maybe you as a facilitator or from other students. That atmosphere of handing control back, where maybe in their journey it hasn't been that way, and control has been maybe taken away from them because they haven't been recognised as an expert in their own journey. The stigma for people with mental health challenges is very real and it's still there. I think the more that we can kind of break that down and normalise experiences, quite often mental health challenges are normal experiences in the face of abnormal circumstances. A big part of mental health challenges I see is, firstly, it's a disconnection from others, and then if it goes on long enough, it's a disconnection from yourself. I think one of the biggest things as a society that we can do is connect to those who are going through mental health challenges. Normalise it, don't be afraid of it. For new students, some of the barriers or the challenges coming into the college on the first day are pretty much the same as anybody going to somewhere new who maybe doesn't know what to expect. Whenever we think about education, sometimes that brings up different, maybe negative experiences from the past. Sometimes people can think about education like going back to school, and maybe school wasn't a great place. So I would say for anybody who wants to get involved in the Recovery College is just to be brave. Take the opportunity to make a step through the door, and it's not as scary as you think it is. I think if I had had the college in my recovery earlier, that it would have shortened the journey. For me, it wouldn't have taken it away, and that's not the aim of the college, but it would have shortened the journey.